G'day, this is Joe. I'm about to do a bit of a test on this SteelPHASE audio enhancer for metal detectors. Now, a mate of mine bought this some time ago, and he hasn't used it a great deal because he hasn't been getting out too much lately, but it doesn't know if it works well or not. It's produced by someone who has a business here in Adelaide, and it's a fairly complex audio signal enhancer for a metal detector, and it can be used on various things. Today I'm going to test it on the Minelab GPZ 7000. I'm going to run it on that and see if it improves the signal on nuggets mainly, which is what we use the 7000 for. But I'll just put this down for a minute. I've got all these bits and pieces here. I'm out in the field where I'm going to test it. It's not going to be a real life test because I'm not in a gold field, but I'm in a fairly mineralised park. There's a lot of quartz and stuff around, so it's sort of similar to a gold area. Now, I've got a couple of nuggets here. This is tiny nugget. It's about a 0.3 nugget. You can see it on the end of this ruler that I'm going to put in a bit of a hole in a minute. And also a 3 grammer on this end. So I'm going to run the test on these two nuggets, and I'm going to place them in some holes here that I've already got set up for various tests. Now this one here, first one, is about 100 mil from the surface, and the next one is about 250 mil from the surface. 25 centimeters and 10 centimeters from the surface. So we'll see if firstly the machine can detect it without the signal enhancer, and then compare it to putting the signal enhancer on and see what signals sound like with that. Okay, now just a couple of things. There's the signal enhancer, and it comes with a nice little pouch that you can put it in, which I'll do in a minute, and it comes with a cable that you plug into your machine. Okay, now I'll run the signal through the WM12 so that you can all hear it. You may get a bit of background noise. I'm near a road, but I've had to get away from power lines so that I don't get too much interference to do this test. Okay, for this test on this patch of ground where I've done tests before, I know there's nothing here. I notice there's a bit of interference today. The power lines are about 100 metres away, and normally it's fairly quiet, but not today. I've done a noise elimination, but it's still a bit noisy. But anyway, just to show you, there's nothing here, and if I put my 0.3 grammer down here on the surface, you can definitely hear it. Okay, ready to test it. I'm using the 0.3 gram nugget. See it there, the end of the ruler, and I'm going to place it in this slot here. It's 100 mil down from the surface, 10 centimeters. Now we'll see if this is in difficult mode. The gain is on 15. I turned it down because of the interference I got here from the power lines that are just up above, well, a couple of 100 metres away, but still. Anyway, quite smooth. Now I'll wait till the traffic goes past and we'll give it a go. See if we can hear that 0.3 gram nugget at 100 mil. Now this of course is without the SP01 attached. This is just the machine on its own. You can sort of. It's not something that would probably stop you, that signal. You can hear it. Use your imagination, you can hear it. Now this is going to be the big test to see if it makes the SP01 turns it into a easily distinguishable signal. You can hear it. That's scraping the coil on the ground at that depth, 0.3 nugget. Okay. Turn the camera off for a minute and I'll set up the SP01, the phase tech enhancer. Okay, I've set everything up, but I can't use the WM12 for the hookup with the phase tech enhancer. I've got to use my headphones, a pair of old headphones I got there. There it is, sort of all hooked up. The cable goes to the enhancer and then it comes out of the enhancer and plugs into the earphones. Now unfortunately you've got to listen to the signals through the earphones, but I've set this up now because my earphones are mono. I've got that in mode 1 and I've listened to it and it's considerably louder, the volume is. There's the volume knob and these are filters. I've got it in filter 1 at the moment. So I'm going to try to put the camera by the earphone so that you can hear it. I haven't moved the nugget out of the hole, that's still in there. There we go, I've got the camera next to the earphone so you can hear what it sounds like. I think you can certainly hear it better if I try turning the volume up a little bit on the SP01. Now that signal would probably stop you. I'll try different filter positions. This is in filter position 1. I'll try number 2. Sorry, I can't show it on camera, it's in my pocket. That's filter position 2. Yep, it's not bad. Not bad. No different though. In filter position 3. No, filter position 3 is not real good at all. I'll try go back to 1. I don't think that's the signal, it's a bit of interference or something. Yeah, I can hear it better with the SP01 than without it. There's that little nugget on the surface. Pretty loud. Now what I'll try is, I've got a bigger one here. There's a 3 grammer, 4 grammer. If I put that in there, oh, it's ridiculously loud. So I'll put that down to the, what's that, about 10 inches? What's that about, oh, I don't know. Now that's the signal with the SPO1 in filter 1. Not bad, you can hear it quite well. Now what I'll do to finish this test is I'll disconnect the amplifier and see what that 3 grammer, 4 grammer sounds like straight on the machine. Okay. Okay, grab the machine. Now, the earphones are connected directly to the GPZ. There's no amplifier in between. Okay, I think that's proof in the pudding. You can hear it, but the SPO1 certainly enhances that. Actually, I'll try it to a point where I can't hear it. This is about 50 millimeters above the ground. That's EMI. I can't really hear it there. Okay, I'll connect up the amplifier again and we'll see if you can hear it at that height. Okay, I've got the SPO1, PhaseTech SPO1 connected again. I haven't changed any of the settings. I've left it in filter 1, mode 1, and the volume set at about the same level as I was getting it without the SPO1 on the earphones connected straight to the machine. You can certainly hear the nugget quite well. Now if I lift it, go traffic. Not too sure. Maybe you don't get an increase in depth, but when the signal is able to be detected by the machine, it certainly makes the signal more pronounced. Okay, well, that'll do. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. I could increase the volume quite a bit, but that's really irrelevant. I don't know if that'll improve the strength of the, it'll improve the strength of the signal, but whether it'll improve the distance. There's the volume boosted on the amplifier. Quite a clear signal. 5 centimeters. above. Maybe not. Okay, that'll do. When the object is within detectable range, it enhances the signal, makes it a bit louder, but depth-wise I don't know that it actually does anything as far as making the machine penetrate deeper. But please remember, or please notice that this is a very basic test done on stuff that's buried, not in natural ground with objects that are in the ground naturally, not buried like this. Okay, thanks very much.